Guess what? I have some exciting news for you. Did you know that each of you has a superpower? Did you know that? You have a superpower. I'm going to tell you what it is in a second, but first, a quick story. So, our family was up sledding on Mount Hood. You remember that day, Grayson? Yeah, well, come on. You remember sledding day? Yeah. So we were up sledding, having a good time, and I could feel in my chest pocket my phone was buzzing. It was bzz, bzz. And I'm like, oh, it's probably like a work email. Am I going to stop sledding for a work email? No way. So we kept sledding, and we got down to the parking lot about an hour later, and I looked at my phone, and there was like 20 messages. It was like, Jonathan, call this guy. Like, where are you? Call this guy. Call this guy. I'm like, and I finally figured out he had Mom's phone. You remember that, Grayson? Yeah. So all these messages, somebody had found Julie's phone somewhere out on the ski slope and was waiting in the parking lot for like an hour. And I gave him a call, and he had it, and he gave it back to us. And do you know what's super about that? Do we like our phones? Yeah. Are they pretty important things? Like they what? They hold phone numbers and messages, and we can call. Well, guess what? If we had to replace that phone for Julie, that would have taken 3 days and a bunch of money and just all this time. So that guy, by just waiting around an hour, was a super nice thing to do, and he saved us 3 days of time with 1 hour. That's the power of multiplying your being nice. So imagine, Mason, if you went up to somebody and you said, "You look really nice today. Did you get a haircut?" How long did that take? How many seconds? Like 5 seconds? And guess what? That might make them feel good for 8 hours. 5 seconds of your time could make them feel good for 8 hours. Or if you got up early, Grayson, and took care of the animals, gave them food and water, that might take you 2 minutes? You think that's about 2 minutes? But that would make mommy and daddy happy for all day. That's 24 hours. That's multiplying. Your little bit of time can make somebody happy. Or let's say one of your neighbors had a bunch of leaves on the ground, but she was too sick. What could you do? You could pick up the leaves, and guess what? Every day when she looked out on the yard for 6 months, she could remember that you came over and did that for her, and she would get happy every time she looked at her yard. So that's 1 hour of time could make her happy for 6 months. Does that sound like a superpower to you? Yeah? Do you guys want to go use your superpowers today? Yeah, let's go do it. Go tell people nice things. All right.